Okay, here we are back in Octopath Traveler. And before we kick off Haunted Chapter 4, we are going to steal this commemorative coin that we have kind of been eyeballing since the third video. This is number 32, I believe, if you ignore all the dungeons and epilogues. By the way, you know who is here? We'll see if we can loot him real quick. What? Should beat you up for wasting my time with that. He's pretty weak at that. Anyway, I don't know when exactly. I assume probably after you beat Tressa's thing, Helena appears. My father's still not come back. A girl anxiously waiting her father's return so he can watch her perform on the stage. Kinda young to be performing on stage, lady. Grab the invigorating nut, and that's pretty much all we have to do here. So, without further ado, we are going to hop on over to Marsalim. Before we kick things off, we will be investigating the town and everything. There's an NPC we do need to grab with either Prim or Ophelia. It's kind of up to you on how you want to do it. It's just generally I find Ophelia to be superior. And if you're wondering for Haunted, you want... Whoa. Almost knocked some stuff over here. You want Tressa and Cyrus first. Anyway, tale for another day.
Why, hi!
This is Marsalim, the capital and largest town in these dry sunlands. Now living in Marsalim together with her husband, this woman once supported herself by working as a thief. She has never divulged this dark past to her husband and intends to take it with her to the grave. So right out from the gate, it's a lot easier to steal for here. Thing is, I did all those dungeons, so Therion's level 69 now, and he can probably steal everything on his own anyway. Grab these grapes, grab the jam.
How fare thee?
Know-it-all's father. My son is a true scholar, just like me. He's terribly clever, but sometimes he does talk such nonsense. Recently, all he does is mutter about a city made of gold. I don't know where he gets these fantastical ideas from. A man who lives with his son, as he spends most of his day working, he makes his son read books to fill the time he cannot look after him. Though he takes pride in being a father, he feels guilty that he cannot spend more time together. So this is your clue if you never found the El Dorado stuff. 3 nuts. Sublime. So here we have the Provisioner. They don't sell a lot of the Mount 1 component. Holy crap, I have 99 medium plums. Wow.
Hello?
The people of Marsalim are indebted to the Order of the Flame. The Knights Ardent are often stationed here. A representative of an organization that shall remain nameless. He came to this place to seek out an elderly gentleman who once led the aforementioned collective. His former associates very much desired said gentleman's prompt return, but upon seeing him living a quiet life with a certain woman whose own checkered past is best left undisclosed, the representative decided it would be better to leave well enough alone and return home empty-handed. So, I'm not gonna touch that one. I'm just gonna take these pomegranates and be on my way. And real quick, if we want to allure him, he's pretty weak. We can take him in a fight easy. So we have the Graviton Axe, the Gargantuan Axe, although this still pales in comparison to the Death Cleaver. We have the Brilliant Bow, which pales to whatever she's using. I got a second Knight's Shield in Northreach. There's a sparkling item by the gate. That's this. If you want it, grab it. If not, don't bother. I would not recommend bothering with it because there are better shields. Ah, Knights Ardent. This is the stronghold of the Knights Ardent. You'll find Lady Eliza here most days. This member of the Knights Ardent has been dispatched to this region to observe and report, with an eye toward assessing the faith of the populace, as Marsalim has no church of its own in which the sacred flame can be properly worshipped. So you'll be able to steal from Eliza on its aftermath. Hey, another Knight Shield, which is already obsolete. Herb of Light.
Hello there.
And this is the other way to get the El Dorado stuff. I'm thoroughly occupied recently with studying the legends of a certain city, though I don't suppose you would care. No, I don't. What City of Gold gained. Having spent most of his childhood around books, this young boy developed a passion for reading and now aspires to be a researcher. Though his own studies have taught him many things, he has yet to discover a way to talk to his own father. Well, you can talk about how you were both robbed today. How's it? Oh, never mind.
Hello there.
So, yeah, I'll be on my way. Sleeping dust. I'm a swordsman working as this good lord's bodyguard. The name's Yuri. And why are you bothering me? A master swordsman who will fight courageously and without reservation to protect his master. He has no purpose nor desire but this. Dragon Saber. And Dragon Scale Armor. So this is probably the best physical armor you can get. Gives you a lot of crit. It's up to you. That's something you're looking for. So notice he's a rank 10. That means he should have a rare drop. An aristocrat who's lived a life of absolute luxury, flaunting his wealth without reservation, wallowing in decadence. His family fell from grace when he was young, but he worked tirelessly to rebuild their estate, and in doing so earned the right to live as he pleases. Heavy coin pouch, cat's eye, critical necklace. And then if we wanted to seduce him, you could, but he's really, really weak. Grieg the Unbreakable. So this guy should only be accessible if you beat Ulbert Chapter 4. The Human Wall. A spear axe is your best bet to bring down the wall. Fire, lightning, light attacks will give you a fighting chance. Heard some crazy rumors actually a sheep. I don't put much stock in it. Battle-tested shield. So here we go. So I'm going to ditch the Force Shield for this. That's going to leave me a little exposed to magic attacks, but I want the regen. It's not going to be much, but hey. And then if you want to recruit Grieg, there you go. 66% chance. So she's finally getting close to being not awful, but she's still awful.
Greetings.
I've lived my whole life till now enjoying every pleasure to be had in this land. I have seen every beautiful work of art, listened to the best orchestras, tasted the finest meals. Yet of late I found myself wearying of such things. Is there nothing left for me to discover in this world? There must be something that no one else has yet seen. I cannot be finished yet. Let me tell you about this faraway land. You can hitch a ride with this dude named Lamon. He's as reliable as it gets. What's this? The logs of a great adventure, you say? Let me see. My, yes, it is very detailed. Look at this, would you? Those jutting peaks, and the natural wonders he describes in the native peoples. I can practically see them from these vibrant descriptions. But I would rather see them in reality. I would like to lay my own eyes upon such wondrous sights. I want to breathe deep of the air in this land he describes. I want to taste its foods and experience it with all 5 of my senses. There are still things in this world I have not seen. My heart is racing at the thought, as it has not done so these past few years. You must let me have this book. I do thank you for bringing it to me. I suddenly feel 20 years younger. It's time to embark on a great journey into an unknown land. So I wonder how the bodyguard would react if you actually beat this guy out. And wow, he gives you an alluring ribbon. Wow. So if you don't know what that does, it increases encounter rate. Like
Greetings.
Bow or the other one. Yuri there, the fellow besides that royal swat, is an amazing swordsman. If you believe the tales, he's even good enough to stand equal with those two, the twin blades of Hornburg. Anyway, I can at least say for myself that I've never seen Yuri defeated in battle. I can go fix that. Though this new recruit is still unbloodied, he has every intention of following in the footsteps of his superiors and becoming a career soldier. His earnest ambition sometimes leads him to try too hard and make mistakes as a result, but even so, the others regard him kindly. Yeah, he better be a recruit if he's packing crap like that. And there's no way you can tell me that guy's a rank 6.
Hello.
My husband comes from a small village called Orwell. When he left home, he fought with his mother. I don't think he'll ever return, not of his own accord, leastwise. I worry for him. 'Tis a long time to hold a grudge, especially against your own mother. So this is your clue about the quest I was kind of sneaking my way towards doing. A woman who supports her husband, a brave knight who serves the realm, a worried that he works too hard, she does what she can to ease his burdens and help him relax when the opportunity arises. So I'll take the Great Bunch, and the Olive of Life is pretty important. Nothing there for us at the moment. Need something? A taciturn young man, he owes a great deal to the old man who lives in this house and remains by his side at all times, though he might eventually repay his debt. Inferno Axe. That would have been good like 2 chapters ago. I really don't want to fight him with Haunted, even though I do have the shield now.
Oh,
Oh, you. So we meet again. It's Ria. Don't you remember? You helped me recover my stolen letter in Wellspring. I must meet with a certain chieftain who is here visiting this town, but our meeting must remain a secret. I must do what I can to discover his usual habits, then corner him at a time when I know he's usually alone. Or that was my intention. The situation is complicated. I mustn't reveal myself too soon. Do you think you could assist me? Will you try to find out his daily habits? I promise that once everything has come to a rightful conclusion, I will explain all. So please, while I know I'm asking too much of you, I must beg you, please help me. Ria, Born to Ruin, Part 3. And she still has crap.
greetings.
Just go north down this road. See there? You can see the entrance to Marsalim Palace. This elderly woman of Marsalim has lived here for many years, keeping a close watch on the town and its residents. She is respected for the wealth of knowledge she possesses regarding various troubles that people were forced to contend with in the past, be it those of monsters or men. Purifying seed, and I'm capped for all of them. If you're wondering about the item that should be in the building that the youth is guarding, I'd rather have Olberg do that one just because it's faster and easier. Marsalim Palace. I think this is the guy we're looking
Hello?
for. Nope. This is Marsalim Palace. Proceed upstairs to the Royal Audience Chamber. Go south from the palace and you'll reach the town. Keeping a close watch over the palace gates, this guard glares suspiciously at all who pass. King Kaleem has decreed that the entrance to the palace be kept open at all times, meaning that people from all walks of life may pass through. As a result, he can do little else but attempt to look intimidating. Oops, didn't mean to click that again. Wonder how intimidating he'd look if we mop the floor with him. You're pretty weak, buddy.
Indeed.
On the left of the ground floor is the Gaul. I keep watch over the prisoners. Can't have any of those never-do-wells escaping now. This Gaoler of Marsalim Palace also serves as the executioner, and so has a black reputation among bandits and cutthroats throughout the land. However, he is actually a man of great compassion who listens patiently to the final words of those prisoners condemned to death. Usually it's please let me go if he laughs and then drops the axe. So I'll be taking this. You're not executing anyone anymore.
Hi-ho!
This is the dude we're looking for. I am a knight in the service of this realm. The role is not gifted to me, and I sacrifice much to become the man that stands before you. Never again will anyone call me a lily-livered ass who will amount to nothing. A distinguished knight who serves the realm, wounded by his mother's harsh words more than 10 years ago, he worked hard to better himself and vowed to one day return and show her the man he has become. So I'll take the grape, can't take the plum. Beep. Why is that so low? I mean, Prim is level frickin' 67. Prisoner who, with countless regrets, which he mutters softly to himself over and over again. Truly a wretched sight. So this is the Kevin we heard about before? Please, stranger, would you listen to a request from a prisoner who is shortly to be put to death? I once had a woman I loved, a woman called Lara. I suppose her name means nothing to you, but before I die I need to know whatever happened to her, please. Lara's new life. Probably could bring her here, but not worth the hassle, he's gonna die soon.
Huh?
You found Lara? Please, you must tell me everything. So she did. Got married and even went and had a kid, huh? Of course she did. A woman like that gets snatched up in no time. She had no reason to hang around waiting for a fool who's thrown away everything. I was a weak man. Once I strayed off the path of what's right and good. Couldn't seem to find my way back to it. I was once a guardsman in a certain town, but I had a problem with taking wagers. I couldn't win. Ended up in debt and eventually right here. I was out of control. I even lost myself Lara, when all she ever did was worry over me. No, I didn't lose her. I ran away and left her. And all I did from the day I left her was get deeper and deeper into trouble. Kevin, time to go. Yeah, I know. Don't ever become like me. Regret always comes too late. But, you know, I'm glad I at least got to find out about Lara. I'm glad I can meet my end, knowing that she's happy. Thank you. I'm sure he's fine. So keep in mind we actually couldn't pick that up because we're maxed on those. Nothing here. Circlet, 25,000 leaves, and high house armor. So if you do this one early, I guess that kind of helps you, even though this is probably the most dangerous of the 4 chapters. Oh. Phew, what a tiring few days. Perhaps another visit would help refresh my spirits. Can't you see I'm a busy man? Leave me in peace. Tell me about your habits. A chieftain who deplores not being chosen king at the Great Assembly. He rules his tribe with an iron fist, forcing his people to bend to his will. So is Rhea here to kill the guy? Can't have him where he just throw it out with his commands, I guess. Tempest Amulet.
Hi-ho!
All of King Kalim's subjects revere him. Except for that chief. Until quite recently, this guard of Marsalim served in Wellspring. Before that, he worked as a sentry at a border crossing, and before that as a soldier in a reconnaissance force. It should come as no surprise that he is already growing bored of his newest posting, and is considering requesting yet another transfer. So I could definitely use those soul stones.
How'd you do?
Royal Alliance Chamber is beyond. If you would seek His Majesty's counsel, pray enter. A man with a strong moral code, he decided to serve as a guard of Marsalim that it might give him the opportunity to punish the wicked and protect the righteous. The impending birth of his first child has only further strengthened his dedication to his duty. Critical bracelet, and then pomegranates. Odds and ends. They still give you that worthless crap this late in the game. You have to remember, in a perfect world, this is the third to last video. Here's the schedule. If you assassinate him, make it fast. So the chief frequents such a place? Seems we might still be in time to catch him there. Would you perhaps consider coming with me? I assume she wants extra prints on the murder weapon? Excuse me, sir, do I have the pleasure of speaking with the Chief of Sunshade? Who are you to interrupt me when I'm at my leisure, you? You, Your Highness! Please forgive me for not introducing myself sooner, sir. Yes, I am Gloria, daughter to King Kalim. Though at present I am as a traveler and nothing more. You are a trouble to your guards, doubtless. Did you sneak off alone to undertake this journey, hoping to disguise your identity? So I did. It has been a good journey, and I have learned much while visiting the desert towns. I have learned, for example, of your scandalous behavior here. Scandalous? What proof do you have of any such thing? I have all the proof that I should need in this letter. I trust that looks familiar to you. You audacious, overstepping chit of a girl! Out of my way, you lowlifes. Don't you know who I am? No, you are the one who should cease this shameless act, sir. Utilizing the pleasure quarter to launder money, bribing others to your own advantage, and using people as though they were no more than slaves. This is too much to overlook, sir. I will be taking this evidence to my father. I hope you are prepared for what is to come. To the gallows with him. When I was not chosen as king of the Great Assembly, it was such a shock, and... If If that was the case, then all you should have done is wait for the next Great Assembly. The Great Assembly is not held in secret. All you gotta do is come and plead your case before the assembled chiefs. It is not as simple as you make it out to be. If it were so, I wouldn't have needed to resort to such things. I have been traveling the desert to find proof of the chief's actions. But it was largely thanks to your assistance that I was able to succeed. I will never forget this journey, or you. Getting to know kind people like you has been the greatest joy I've discovered on my journey. Thank you. She must be falling for Ulbrich. Princess's coat. So she has this, he has that. I could double up, but I'm probably going to give the princess coat to probably Tressa. Anyway, we need to go to the pub. We need to get to the counter. So we need these two. So the sappers have to send Ogun away again. Poor Ogun. It is a long walk back to Northreach. So we're gonna take the Stern Knight. May I help you, sister? In case you're wondering, we're gonna do that quest before we start the chapter. It's just I'm gonna lay out that one punk and copper-filled pouch. Level 70, what? That is a load of crap. Okay, I did a practice run against this guy. I reset it because I didn't want to waste my creatures. That's the one reason why I really don't like using Hanukkah for this episode. So he's using spears and axes. So we're going to use Link to try to poke through his defenses. Patience rounds are all better. Only 25% chance to have him, so...
What next?
Now, he can knock you out. He has unconscious or stun, or whatever you call it. That move's called Brain Dash. So the news is we're about to break him. So you know what? We're going to bring in... Actually, that won't work. Yeah, screw it. Guy has like 12,000 hit points, that was like fine. So we're gonna have Hyrule go. You can get some of these in one of the dungeons, I think it might be out on I'm not really sure. And then if you want something that has a triple spear attack, that's where the Blizzard in the Frostlands, I believe, that has that one. I have yet to find anything greater than a triple attack. And you can see Hunt has quite a bit of region. So if we use Brain Bash when that buff is up, so we are a little in danger right here. So you can KO for 2 free turns. The thing is, he has actually dealing damage to, be able to hurt you, seriously. Just waste your time. Head dash, just block. Patience. Knock down. So he's gonna lose his buffs. Unleash the Wrecking. Now, assuming her beats heal off her physical stat, I don't even know if they have any scaling at all, it's possible they don't. You notice, Han has innate physical attack buff, defense buff, and then the 2 regen buffs. So that's why she's able to sit here and just trade too. They're off doing it like this. So he returns to the wild. You know, the Beast Lord thing would actually be very nice if they had buff creatures to give you. Since they don't, that's why I'm kind of overwhelmed with it. It's not really where the hassle to use. And to be honest, we'll use to without the buff there. If now in situations like this we have to be level 70 for some reason to fight this rank 8 NPC, I still don't really bother. So here comes his buffs. At this point, it should cost for Link to kill him. Yeah, let's go for it. Roger. Good night. comfortable in the gutter, buddy. I'm about to rob your house. Have you seen my son? No, not my grandchild. He's my son. This old man lives in Marsalim with his wife and child. He spent most of his life alone. He believed he would live out the remainder of his days in solitude, until one day he fell madly in love with a traveling dancing girl performing in the tavern, and proposed to her after a whirlwind courtship. Hey, pomegranates. And then to add insult to injury, do we want to beat up the old dude? He might be a tougher fight than the guy outside. Not many people were accepting of my marriage, but I've never been happier. When she first came to town as an itinerant dancer, she immediately caught the eye of a local man who soon asked for her hand in marriage. She agreed, and the two later had a child and have been living happily ever since, despite the fact that he is more than 40 years her senior. So you actually could get the exact number, it's just I don't care. Take the spirit bow, even though I don't have much use for it, and we need to move her out of the way. Rank 9. Wow. So we're gonna come back, we are gonna fight her though, because I want that chest. I've never left this town, but I'd love to travel with my mother and grandfather. So he thinks the old man's his grandfather. This young boy mistakenly believes his own father is his grandfather. For whatever reason, no one has bothered to correct this misconception. Probably because it's a little bit more socially acceptable that way. Take an Inferno amulet. Sorry, dude, but I'm gonna beat up your mom in front of you. Oh, she's gonna protect her child against monsters.
Let us begin.
How about these monsters? Never is harder to break her than the other guy. And keep in mind this would be faster if it worked to actually do this one time, but I didn't bother checking.
Let the hunt begin.
So sadly these things are kind of like balanced nutrition. That's the other reason I don't really like
Let my arrow find.
If there was a way to get like strong monsters, that'd be one thing. And I don't count those boss creatures for as strong monsters because they only have 3 uses.
Let the hunt begin.
So for a big hot, I'd take one here if it pops. Okay, let's bring in the Kraken. Daggers on the door.
Let my arrow fly true. Let my arrow fly true.
Yeah,
Let my arrow fly true.
so sadly I don't really plan ahead to see if I have something to talk about kinds of these because it's a track. Hopefully something cool will keep it up sequel.
What next?
Maybe even early third, that's gonna be the next game that comes out from the team.
Let my arrow fly true.
So you use Bone Dagger there. It's possible that there is no other. There's no doubt. Could be Axe. Nope. Could be Staff.
What next?
Yeah, it's not Staff, it's Elements.
Let my arrow fly true. What next? Let the hunt begin.
Need something to drink.
What next?
Oh man, she doesn't.
What next?
So keep in mind I do have one staff move I can use to try to test it. It's just that's only a double hit.
Let the hunt begin.
I'll do it here, just try it. Yeah, here, let me use this stick.
Let the hunt.
The full power one's gonna be a triple attack. Just shot the first king. At first you can't see her name to see how much health she has left or anything. It's just sooner or later when he goes down.
What next? What next? What next? Let the hunt begin.
And we're up to full SP.
What next?
Damn. I actually should have boosted something still, but... Well, if I get another Patience Rock here. Bring in the fucking. Patience, patience, come on.
Let my arrow fly true.
Technical health though.
Let my arrow fly true. Come and get down there. Let the hunt begin.
Okay, here's revenue 9 people 2,000.
What next? Come and
Yeah,
get
patience
down
doesn't help me
there.
here. Finally, I was starting to run out of monsters. So she goes down, she drops some Runus dust. Then we walked over her body to get a spirit bow. Isn't that what we just stole from her? think it was. So yeah, that wasn't really worth my time. Anyway, we're gonna run over to Orwell, drop off the soldier, and complete that quest. Here's Orwell. Then Untitled Chapter 4 kicks off in full. I don't think there's too many side quests left for me to do anyway. Oops, journal. One left there. Looks like I've done more Riverlands quests than the others.
Oh!
Upon my faith. Is that truly you? Hello, Mother. I'm so sorry for what I said. I've regretted it every single day since you left. To call my own son a lily-livered ass. How awful I was. I never once forgot it either. Every day I'd recall those words. They made me the man I've become. From morn to eve, I trained. I shirked no task or labor. I was determined to prove you wrong. And now I'm a sworn knight of Marsalim. You are? What fine armor you wear. Lad, you are a knight proper. You proved me wrong, my son, and I couldn't be happier. You've made me proud as can be. Thank you. I'm sorry, too, for leaving you alone all these years. And hopefully you can see with that reward, that's why I was in no rush to come over here and do this sooner. Anyway, Marsalim's over here. So I'm gonna walk to the bar, put a break in the video, set up everything that I need to, and then come back and do this proper. So I will see you guys in a second. Okay, tell me a tale. You arrive in Marsalim with an idea of Redeye's whereabouts and a means to avoid petrification. You prepare to face the beast. So keep in mind this is the very, very dangerous one. The story so far. In Still Snow, Hana did meet with the seer Susanna, who told her of a plant that could protect her from Redeye's fell curse. Never did she expect to find a dragon in those dark woods. Very few hunters in history have felled such a beast. But Hana now stands among them. Now I can finally face Redeye, and bring Master back. When leaving the village, she was met by one of Eliza's men, who told her where she might find the fiend. Now the die is cast. Ready to face her fate, she journeys to Marsalim, the jewel of the desert.
Here.
So this is Marsalim. Eliza must be somewhere here.
I see.
Too hot for thee, girl? I cannot blame thee. The sun is merciless, even without a coat of fur. But thou shalt stay by my side. Thou art a stalwart friend, Lind. Come, let us find Eliza, and then some shade. Didn't think it would be this fast. We made it. Water. I need water. This heat is killing me. But I guess this is all my fault. I should have stocked up on water. 'Tis not that bad. Stay thy whimpering. It's just, I'm not used to this. I'm a merchant, not a strong hunter like you. Hearest thou Lind complain? I'm not a giant leopard either. There, there, Tressa, thou art a good girl. It will be alright. Meow?
Oh,
So this is Marsalim. Yes, yes, it is just as I expected. Knowest thou this town? Why, but of course. That said, I know more about the Marsalim of old than I do the city as it exists today. The ruler of this town can trace his lineage directly back to Marsalim the Wise. An ancient king, I presume. Quite so. War has long ravaged the Sunlands. Water is more precious than lifeblood here. And men are more than willing to slay each other for a few precious drops. Yet the town appears calm and peaceful. You can thank the current king for that. It was he who brokered peace and finally brought the war to an end. He urged the warlords and nobles to lay down their weapons and simply talk to their neighbors. And they found they had more in common than they thought. Precisely so. In their gratitude, the people of the Sunlands built the king a grand palace. The Jade Palace, a home fit for the wisest of kings. It was a name chosen not by the king, but by the people. A palace built by the people and named by them, too. Quite forward-thinking for such an ancient civilization. So, now we need to swap these two out. Olberg and Ophelia are next. And we're going to put Hana in second position.
Mayhap.
Pray pardon me, milady, but are you Hanat of the Darkwood?
Just so.
I have come to meet with Eliza.
Of course.
Splendid. We have been waiting. We have fair been waiting your arrival. Please come with me. Begging your pardon, Lady Eliza, but Hanat the Huntress has arrived.
Thank you. Hanat.
'Tis good to see you again, my friend. Pray tell me of your quest. Have you found a way to cure Zanta?
Yes.
The curse can be broken, but only by slaying the monster that caused it. Then all is not lost, for we have found the beast. It lurks in an ancient ruin to the west of here. The locals call it Grimsand. And yet, how do you mean to defeat Redeye? Even Zanta himself was no match for the fiend.
If thou wilt.
I have found a way to protect myself from its curse.
Excellent.
Truly? Then we may have cause to hope for after all.
I am ready.
I will leave for the ruins at once.
I think not.
Wait, Hanat, there is one more thing you should know. When Redeye entered the ruins, many of the monsters that once lived there fled before it. They began to roam the surface, threatening travelers and farmers alike. General Lenar led the city guard into the sands to drive them off. And they have yet to return. The plan was to march toward the ruins and dispatch any monsters roaming the surface. I scarce imagine they would venture within, but not even Zanta was the equal of that beast. No matter how many men he marches with, General Lenar cannot hope to defeat it. Then let us pray that he did not find it. Meanwhile, in the Grimsand ruins. Heaven save us! My legs turned to stone! God's teeth, this cannot be! This is a massacre! Fall back, I say! Captain Roth, get the men to safety! But sir...
Listen up!
I'll keep the beast busy.
Damnation!
You must not, sir. Let not alone. Let me.
Oi!
You have your orders, Captain. Go. Yes, sir. According to Eliza, the king's soldiers are bound for the dungeon where Redeye is lurking. I pray they are not marching to their doom. I do not doubt they have a plan, but yes, I fear for them also. Yes, this Redeye is such a horrific, terrible fiend. In times such as this, what sort of prayers dost thou offer? Please teach me so that I might pray too. Of course. Here's a simple one. Just repeat after me. May the flame protect those brave men. May the flame protect these brave men. Like that? Yes, perfect. I thank thee. I too shall pray for their safe return. Thing is, I don't know who... Can I get to the bar from here? Because I think it's Therion who speaks next. I'm gonna pull up my list real quick. And then after this I do all those potable damage. After Ulbrich is Therion, then Prim. Alphen speaks last. Oops.
Huh.
Have you heard? The hunting party has returned.
Oh.
It has been some time, has it not? Indeed, I fear the worst. The soldiers that marched against the monsters, they've returned. And yet, what is this bodeful mood that pervades the air? Elio, where's my Elio? Why are they back now? I saw monsters roaming in scores around the ruins this morning.
Ugh.
It's only a matter of time before they reach the town. Father is dead? Say it is not so.
So then...
The battle was lost.
Indeed.
Hannes, there you are. We make for the palace to discuss our next move. This is Captain Roth. He says the regiment was nearly annihilated. You must be the apprentice of the great hunter Zanta. Many of my men died today. I cannot let their sacrifice be in vain. We shall rearm, re-equip, and do whatever is required to bring down that god's-damned fiend.
Could you?
Pray lend us your aid.
Yes.
Of course, 'tis why I am here.
I am most pleased to see you return safe, Captain.
I fear there is no pleasure in it for me, Your Highness. I fled like a coward.
You did your duty, Captain. Without you to bring us word of what happened, we would be all but doomed. Now, we would hear your report.
By your leave, Your Majesty. There were packs of monsters roaming in the vicinity of the ruins. The men fought bravely and succeeded in culling their numbers. Emboldened, we dared to venture into the ruins themselves. 'Twas there that red-eyed beast came upon us. A ferocious creature of a size and strength I've not seen. But that was not the worst of it. Oh no. Any soldier that met its blood-red gaze was turned to stone. Living statues, insensible to all around them.
Tell me one thing, Captain.
Your Highness?
Did these men fight bravely to the end?
Every one.
I see. That will be all, Captain. However, this matter is not over. Our fallen men must be avenged.
Begging your Highness's leave, we can do better than revenge. If the Redeye beast itself is slain, your men will be released from its curse.
Is this true?
But you heard yourself. This fiend wields terrible powers. What hope have we of slaying it when a single glance invites certain doom?
I can protect myself from the petrification. By your leave, I shall fight the beast alone.
Can you defeat it?
I swear on my life. I will bring the beast down and free your men from its baleful curse.
What is your name, girl?
I am called Hamlet.
Hamlet. I see the glitter of steel in your eye. Resolve and strength in equal measure. Each time a menace has been visited upon this realm of mine, a hero with the same steel in their eye has stepped forward to save it. This time, you will be that hero for us.
By your leave, I shall take the rest of the men and drive off the monsters outside the ruins.
The Knights Ardent shall sally with you.
We shall escort Hanit safely to the entrance.
Very good. Hanit, slay this beast and return safely to us.
I shall. Hanit.
We may yet succeed, Hanit. Now we have the might of a whole city behind us. King Khalim is a forthright man. He looked me square in the eye and entrusted me with the future of his realm. It is the mark of a great leader to have the courage to make difficult choices. Courage, nay. Wisdom, I say. The wisdom to look into a young woman's heart and see the strength and resolve within.
Well, well.
Lowly hunter though I am. These are good people, with a good king. They deserve my help as much as anyone in this world.
Indeed.
Out here in the desert, people must work hard to save every drop of water they find. They learn that they must work together and share their fortunes and burdens alike. They must trust each other and work as one or die. The harsh sands have shaped them into loyal, generous, and honest folk.
I see.
Then it would behoove me ill to let them down. 'Tis as Master always says, betray not the trust of others, lest thou betray thine own honor.
Well said.
Prevail, and you will save not only your master, but a king and his people. I will not rest until this Redeye is slain. Okay, let's go to the inn. The battle will not be an easy one. Steel yourself as best you can. Speak to me when you are ready. What say you, Ulbrich? That look is deep in thought. My apologies. Seeing that king reminded me of days gone by. He has the same look about him as King Alfred, the last king of Hornburg. What manner of look is that? That of a man who looks you straight in the eye and speaks the plain and honest truth. A man who believes in himself and the words he speaks. And because he believes in them, others can too without fear of betrayal. I see. I too had the same feeling about that king. That is good to hear. Then you need worry about nothing but your quest. Indeed, thank thee. Therion? Betray not the trust of others, eh? First and foremost, I hunt Redeye to save my master from this fate. But I also will to help the people of this land. I cannot afford to fail. My quarry must be slain. My honor as a hunter demands it. When I set my sights on my quarry, I'm as dogged as you are. Different kind of quarry, though. Thou speak of thievery. Doesn't sit right with you, eh? To think we're more alike than different. If thou choose to take pride in thy work, I shall not tell thee that thou art wrong. Choose to take pride? That's an interesting way to put it. Thou can be proud of thy deeds or not. The choice is thine. Now there's something no one can steal. What's that? Another's pride. So we need to go grab Prim, and then we can be on our way. I think I'm also going to peek in the weapon shop. I don't think I checked it ever since the new stock appeared, but I could be wrong. So here we go, the original party is back together. Although if you've been watching me crush the dungeons, this is the group I've been using, and if you saw how fast I was crushing them, hopefully you can see there was a reason why I was using them. Hyperion bow is the new thing. This would be decent for a caster. You can see it's an all-around improvement for Therion. What is he using as a bow anyway? Adamantine? That's brilliant. So he loses elemental attack if I give him this one. But he gains accuracy, that's the thing. So how does that compare to the rune bow? It's a flat upgrade, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this. And do I have anyone with me? Aw, man. 44% chance. Might as well just say no way in hell. I may take Grieg with me. Grieg. Oh, I still have the townsperson. Screw that, I'll keep the townsperson then. She and I go way back at this point. Never found the bad breath guy, though. And real quick, let's talk to him. Mother said she's proud of me. What more could I ever want? I'm going to visit home whenever my duties permit. Oh, right. So you know what? For completionist's sake, give that to Alphen. Case closed. And real quick, is the king up here? I imagine if he is, we can't rob him. Doesn't look like he is. Until after this is complete. So I want to emphasize, this is the dangerous one. Do not take Redeye lightly, because there could be consequences later on in the game. And you may be saying, hey, isn't this supposed to be like the third to last video? How much further in the game could that be? My response is, exactly.
Listen up!
Shoulder to shoulder, men. I'm gonna herd him in.
Sir!
Stand firm. Give as good as you get.
Knights are done!
Form a cordon around Hannet.
To arms!
With me, we'll carve a path through to the ruins. Charge. So isn't this epic? You don't have this in any of the other chapters. The way is open. Drive through. Protect Hannet. Trust me, Hannet can probably kill all those things by herself. Godspeed, Huntress.
Fair it be.
Thou hast my gratitude.
To arms!
Now, let's finish off these beasts for the king, for Marsalim.
Oh, let none escape!
Leave it to me.
We shall not lose this battle. Take care, Hanat, and may your arrows fly true.
I am ready.
So Redeye hides in these ruins.
This bodeth ill.
Thou feelest it too, eh, girl? A grim pall hangeth in the air. Danger lurks ahead, though we cannot see its form. Let's tread carefully here. Say, Hanan?
Hanan.
Once you've rescued your master, perhaps we could go traveling together. Why the sudden invitation? And that was a horrible way to spell invitation. Oh, I don't know. I just think we'd be good partners. Besides, if we were together, well, I could protect you. Do you mean I could protect thee? I don't mean from beasts and fiends and the like. I'm talking about scoundrels, men with smooth tongues and sharp wits. You may be good with the bow, but when it comes to men, you're a babe in the woods. Perhaps thou speak the truth. I shall think upon it. I hope you will. Why couldn't I just tell her that I'd like the company? Alphen. The one you guys have been waiting for. You can do it, Hanat. Don't let those men's sacrifice be in vain. You'll slay that Redeye fiend for all our sakes. It's good as done, right? Such is mine intention, but we are bound to tread with care, Alphen. I sense a terrible presence, like nothing I have felt before. You ain't getting scared, are you? Because you've come too far to fail now. You're this close to saving your master. Just so. And when this is over, I shall buy thee a mug of thy favorite spirit. When your master's up and about, we'll all drink together. Master would like that. Far too much. It's settled then. First save your master, then we'll hit the alehouse. After all you two have been through, a reunion has got to be celebrated, am I right? Thou speakest truly, but Alphen, yeah? He will not care about the reason, only that spirits be served. A man after my own heart. Let's go thaw out that master of yours. Brutal honesty, Hanat. Brutal honesty. So... Okay, let's just move over here. Check out the glyph up there. 1000 EXP, not too shabby. Let's take a peek in here. No glitches so far. So we took a really roundabout way, and this place is a lot bigger than those previous dungeons I did, and I was complaining about those. This is a long loading screen. I was getting a little uncomfortable if the game might have froze. 50,000 leaves. So that puts me at 1.4 million. Pomegranate. You can steal a revitalizing gem from the Revenants, or the I think it's a Revenant. The giant dude, 16,000 hit points, no elemental weaknesses, only weapons. That guy. And I need to go backwards, so... Yeah, this screen seems to load a lot more slowly than the others. It's pretty damn noticeable. Anyway, next fight I'll blink. Maybe. I'll scout around, it's just I don't know where I'll return to exactly. Here sounds good. Okay, there was some kind of parade going on outside. I don't know if the microphone picked up any of it, but I stopped recording for a little while. 30,000 leaves. This is the chest off the other route that I could have taken. So if you steal from the remnants, the four-legged ones, not the two-legged ones, you can get Olive of Life larges. So, let's see. Just to show you what my looting has gotten me up to, I have 34 of those. And then you can get the Revitalizing Jam from the two-legged ones, Revenants or something like that I think they're called. Anyway, I think I got all the loot here, so I'll move forward. Hopefully this time without the parade in the background. For all I know, they could just be turning around and coming right back. In case you're curious, I have no idea what they were marching for. They weren't speaking English, so I have no clue. I believe the language they were speaking was Polish, which I do not speak. Hey, we found our other purple chest. Unseen Saber, which I think I actually have Hana using at the moment. So I think that's the way we came from. And it looks like some of the enemies you're encountering here are supposed to be things that were partially petrified by Redeye. They're basically in the process of becoming like Zonta. And the Revenants are dropping Olive of Life L's. Damn, this place is big. This is reminding me 400 JP from that previous fight. Jeez. Anyway, these I find more reminiscent of a Zelda dungeon rather than something from a traditional RPG. Now, is there anything over here, or just the save point? I was wondering if there was something hidden there, but I guess not. Well. I'm a tad tempted to show that fight, just so you can see what kind of crap I'm being thrown at me. Turning this entire area into one hell of a slog. Okay, we need to go around to get that chest. And the capture card's acting up now. So I can see a chest down there. There we go. All that for a plum basket. So I don't quite get the significance of the statues holding their heads. Although I do understand the significance of the skull on the ground over there, it means tread lightly. People here are not very friendly, or talkative. In case you're wondering during the parade, So as I was trying to say, I had the game on during the parade, as such, don't trust my timer as being accurate. And the other thing is, this card is not behaving worth a damn. We have to splice this together in 2-minute segments at the rate it's going. And yes, I've done that before.
These are the guards from Marsalim. I do not understand. This creature's heart. I cannot read it. I can sense the feelings of every beast, every monster. But from this one, nothing. Still, my task remaineth the same. Thou hast taken people from us, and we shall have them back. If thou art ready, then so am I.
It's him! Remember him?
Sorcery!
Oh my god. Out of all the ones to blind. Screw it. But anyway, at long last we meet again.
I am ready.
You know what? Bring in the townsperson. Holy!
Alright.
Not planned, but I will take it.
My turn.
So you know what? This time let's bring out the mercenaries. Okay, sword is not one of its current weaknesses.
I am ready. The moonlight.
Nor is darkness. Oh wait, I tested sword. Meant to use
Here we
spear
go.
there.
Cool off.
Okay, I'm starting to get a little nervous that we may kill this guy a little too quick. We have time. Spear.
My turn. Let's do this. What's yours is mine. Here we go.
So we're gonna use purifying dust with essence of grape.
Try this.
So its weaknesses change every round. So right here we need to wake up on it.
Here.
This is not going as well as I'd like.
What's this?
All right. What have we here?
91,000 hit points left, weak to fire and
Let the
light.
hunt begin.
This isn't the right time. I was hoping for second serving.
Letting the hunt begin.
I'm gonna break him
Back
down.
nothing.
I don't really care too much about getting the collect off. Should have a wind weakness here. Process elimination, in case you're wondering. We'd see other discovered weaknesses, which meant it has to be something we haven't seen prior to that point. So we're gonna hit him with Holy Light here.
All right.
And I will hold fast.
Let the thunder roll. My turn.
We're getting there. So we've seen the dagger, we've seen the bow, we've seen the sword, I believe. So we're gonna use the armor corrosive
I
here.
see.
Give Hunter a little shot in the arm, I guess. So that's 40% currently. I don't think he actually has the thing that makes hitting the weakness deal more damage. Yeah, I want to hit him, but I need to heal here.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Love to get the townsperson back out.
What next?
Random arrows. Didn't actually keep count there, but that should have been at least 10,000 damage.
Let's get down to work!
I used the wrong one here. I should have used the electricity because of his axe.
I'll take that.
Okay, time to go for the kill. Three turns for him. This would be a great time for a flurry. He doesn't have anything really nasty of his own to contribute.
Here we go.
So I don't want to break him yet.
What next?
That's next turn.
I am ready.
Crud. So yeah, I'm not stopping that first attack. That's fine, we can fall back to this.
Wait!
Here we go.
We need to use purifying dust with essence of pomegranate.
Try this.
Come in, if thou darest.
Her action deals the most damage.
I'm ready! Are you?
I am ready.
So last call, does he look familiar to you guys? Good night. Looks like Hana gets the honors.
Holding back nothing.
One arrow. Oh well.
The hunt ends.
So Hana turned level 70 off that. Olive Life. Got a bunch of JP I can't use, and some money which I can use to hire mercenaries. The important thing to know is no petrifies.
What?
What evil is this? Does this mean the curse is lifted?
Tja.
The devil take you, monster. Huh? I can move again. I'm saved. The beast is slain.
Truly?
But how? By your hand?
Not so.
Not just I. The city guard and the knights ardent. We fought as one.
Ho-ho!
Swoons, I can taste the air again. Look, I am flesh and blood.
Oh,
We are saved.
I'm in your debt.
Wondrous well. How can we thank you for this miracle?
Nay,
Thou need not. I had cause of my own to slay the beast. But if thou wilt show thanks, leave this place and take thy men back home to their king. His Majesty waits anxiously for good tidings.
Understood.
Then I will not tarry one moment. By your leave, milady.
excellent.
The curse is broken, but has Master been saved?
Behold, my fellows! Hanit the Huntress, Slayer of Redeye, has returned!
General Lenar tells me of your exploits. You have slain the menace. You saved my poor men and our city. You are our savior, and we are forever in your debt.
What I did was for my own avail.
Perhaps so, Huntress. Yet grateful we remain. I would like to propose a banquet in your honor. But alas, I divine that you will not tarry here with us.
I cannot, Highness. I must see with mine own eyes if my master hath been freed from the curse.
Of course. General Lenar.
Sire, my men are ready to escort the Huntress at your command.
I informed King Kalim of your circumstances. He ordered preparations be made in advance.
You fought the Redeye to bring your master to life. My soldiers recovered the instant it was slain. Pray, go to his side at once.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Think nothing of it. But perhaps when your quest is done, you would grace us with your presence once more. And then we may throw the banquet you deserve.
You honor me. I hope that day shall come soon. Not far now.
God's mercy! What is that fiend?
Come, Linda, with me. Look out! Huh? Hagen, if thou art here, then...
What ho, Hunnet! Don't tellin' me thou'st grown again!
Not in height, master. But if thou speakest of experience, then yes.
Ah, that must be it. Hope I didn't cause thee too much trouble.
Some, master. And I was worried for a spell.
Thou were? Then I guess I owe thee an apology.
Thou certainly dost.
Stay, my dear. That was thy cue to say not at all.
And not just to me, to Natalia, Susanna, and Eliza as well. You had us all worried.
That's a long list, but no matter. Rest assured, I'll make an apology to each and every one. And then I shall thank them, too, for good measure.
Thou dost not.
Hannet, thank thee. Thou'st done me proud. Blushing, art we? Perhaps thou'st not grown that much after all.
And thou clearly hast learnest nothing from this misadventure.
Oh, a man my age hath learned all the things he ever will, I'm afraid.
Begging your pardon, sir. We just wanted to thank you.
Oh, quite. Think nothing of it. Art thou hurt?
Nothing that won't mend soon enough, by your grace, sir.
Good to hear it. So, where were we? Ah, yes. Thou were about to tell me of thine adventures.
It's a long story. Wouldst thou hear in it all?
Every last word.
The journey I had taken was but a short episode in my life. But I would come in to tell him the tale of it many times in the years to come in. For the first time as a hunter, I found a story that was mine alone. It was my first story, but not my last. But those are tales for another day. And so I end my story here. Thou canst always come to our village to hear in it again. Though I warn you, it may not be the same with every telling.
And that concludes the final quarter of Octopath Traveler. So, all that's left to do now are the side quests, and those are important for unlocking the final dungeon. So we're going to do the Aftermath real quick, going around looting places. You'll notice Zonta is now up for grabs. Though we have been bidden not to move, the request ends not. Hanet's master and a fellow hunter Swarkai. He and his direwolf Hagen travel across the realm, leaving epic tales of their deeds in their wake. Though childish at times, his demeanor changes when on a hunt, reflecting the wisdom of his years. So, battle-tested bow. Yes, that is the ultimate bow in the game. Occasionally decreases target's physical defense because Hanet's not broken already. And then the rare stone. So I'm looking to see who else is here. We're going to grab Tressa and buy the thing in a moment. Olive of Life.
Good day.
Okay, so he's the guy who will tell you about House Byron. That was the previous video, I believe?
Indubitably.
Scholar of Beasts. So, give me Tressa for Therion. And now that I think about it, we never looked at Zonta properly. Nine. So he might be the guy who drops a rare bow or something. I don't think he's the guy who'll drop an ultimate, though. So, we lose the elemental attack, but I can live without that. If only I had a magic sword or something, you know? Then everything would just kind of work itself out. In case you're wondering, magic works off of your highest stat weapon. So you only need one high elemental weapon. Alphen has two because this one gives elemental bonus, and this one is his elemental attack one. This is her elemental attack, in case I want to cast something, then everything else is for various other stats. So she has her elemental attack. She has a lot that gives elemental attack. So yeah, she has quite a few options, but then I need one physical thing to swing, and then this gives you the fire damage bonus. For her, knives suck, so I have this, and that's good enough. Anyway, Bernhard the Beast Hunter. Look forward to the fruits of my training next time. Your victory will be far from assured. So he's one of the guys from the Colosseum, from Ulber Chapter 2, I guess. Confessional armor. I'll take it. And if we want to allure or fight him, he's kind of on the weak side. Oh, you have something. Capped for those. Anyway, we're going to grab Therion, then we're going to start retracing her steps. So, if you remember the time when Tressa had that one thing in Rippletide, what's that you don't? Yeah, because this is one of those stupid things. So a new NPC has appeared here. This is the one that'll have the ultimate spear.
Hello.
We'll talk to her in the next video.
Hello there.
Actually, I wonder. Could it be her? That would suck if that were the case. So for one, Leon was supposed to appear.
Hello.
I'm gonna swap over to Tressa real quick and see if I can actually just buy from that guy. Let's peek in here real quick. I was hoping Leon wouldn't be in there, because that would be creepy as all hell. Nope, nothing. So the thing that concerns me is we need to go to where the bindery is, because I wonder if it's the old bag that I moved. I think it was Stoneguard that has the bindery. New side quest. So that's the translator. Laurel staff. Man, that guy has to be hurting for money. So I want to say it would be this building.
Certain.
It's not her. Nathan's bodyguard. Lord Nathan's fondness for the ladies causes us no end of trouble. Guard who serves the disreputable Nathan solely because he pays well, utterly lacking in loyalty to his master, he's ever ready to stand aside of his own life or do whatever risk. There you have it. Take the grape, take the pomegranate. And if we want to do anything, he's kind of lame.
Hello.
That's just a hunter. Let's Let's peek in on Nathan, shall we? Who do you think you are? You can't just enter a person's home like this. A notorious philanderer of a noble household represents inheriting his family fortune. He is shamelessly indulged in his perverse pleasures. Dallas, his uncle in Goldshore, disapproves of his behavior. So we have a mighty belt, but it's no physical belt. So, Untitled Chapter 2 from Swarkai. Actually, we can just pull up the journal. I don't really remember. Monsters of Garma. Okay, so they actually have these marked. This is number 2. Yeah, she arrives in Stoneguard. Heads to the tavern. So we'll look around here. Because Nathan's the NPC that should have opened up. There may have been something else. And it's really annoying when guys who... well, there's a place that hosts 2 chapters. Those ones may need both characters to do their thing before they can clearly open. Forbidden Blade, if you want to grab it. I don't. You. Archibald the Crusher. Double Tomahawk. Focus Spirit.
The hells?
I don't want to do that with Hanet. I never replaced the monsters that she used from the previous fight. We're gonna grab Ulrich and come back. We're gonna go back to using him as the master key. And of course the bar would be on the complete opposite side. You get in the party. Yeah, I don't think Cyrus is ever going to become relevant this playthrough. Whenever he makes some headway, he just falls behind when I stop using him. Just hoping he won't be a liability when we get to the actual final boss. So, neat fact, a lot of reviewers thought this was the end of the game. You can see that if you look at the early reviews, they said it doesn't have an ending.
It's a good
You
day
beat the final
back.
4th chapter and that's it.
Now then.
They never actually went around to blanks. Attacking posture, that's weird. Good.
Victory shall be.
I was hoping for a second serving on top of that, but that's a tad overdone.
The battle is with each battle, I grow stronger.
Okay, that clown's now out of the way. So, Graviton Axe for that.
To tell the truth.
Hey you, I got a secret you might be interested in. If I can't give it away for free, let me ask about it then. This somewhat snooty man supplies the town's general store with various wares, though he only consorts with those he deems worthy. He holds his sundry goods in a high regard, no matter their origin or purpose. So, new weapons. La-di-da. And then if we want to add him to the pile, it's an option. Nothing new there. And then if there's something new here, I had no idea what it'd be. Probably a soldier's longbow or something. Anyway, that was Stoneguard. From there, we went up to see Susanna. She was in Still Snow, I believe. Well, we can check. Yeah, the white one. So Susanna and her apprentice, Alec or Alaic or something like that, they should also be up for grabs. So someone has a quest here. After the fall of a noble family she served some years ago, she was coerced into moving to Stilsnow. She was released from her job at the brothel and now looks for a new line of work. So this is Prim's friend, if you don't remember. Paddlewort, Sleepweed, Empowering Bracelet. Not so empowered now, eh? Hey, craft an axe right there. Oh. Duck in here for a sec. Ah, there's the forbidden dagger. And she can keep it too. Hopefully you see why I didn't want to use that, ever.
Well,
I don't know if I ever found out what prayer does.
greetings to you.
There might have been too much violence this video. Okay, there's no marker for a leg. I don't know where he went then. And finally we return to Marsalim. We'll just go straight to Eliza. Oh, you can't even interact with her? That is so lame. Those are all guys who were there before. A guy with a plum that I can't take or something. Just picture it. The players, the music, the acting, nothing is quite like the experience of live theater. Perhaps if some of the actors and others who work with theater tried to appeal to the king, he could better see the value of such a production. This government official is a self-professed devotee of the theater who attends as many shows as he can. He trained as an actor earlier in his life, during which time he made an effort to study the techniques of his peers, a habit which has since become a hobby. Refreshing jam. And we're gonna rob the king before we call the video. Well, that is really lame for a king. The king of Marsalim, though he never left the safety of his palace, he is a wise ruler who always thinks about his citizens first. He takes great pride in being beloved by his people. See, I'm gonna pull up my list real quick. See you in a sec.